Alright, so I have to record this super fast because for some reason my computer thinks that it's a spaceship and it's making a lot of noise. So hopefully I can get through this voice recording before then. But I'm just going to jump straight into the video. So first off, my name is Rachel and this is my tutorial on how to customize your frontal and pluck that frontal and make it look good. Okay, so first of all, I like to spray my frontals. You can use anything for this. Obviously I choose to use water, but mine has a bit of rose water in it because that's the product that was in the bottle I used. So always clip back the hair as well, just make it as slick as possible, and this will just help with the plucking. Again, sorry if you start to hear my computer in the background, but yeah, anyways, grab a pair of tweezers that you can actually pluck out hairs with. We don't want any crap tweezers, we need good ones, and then start plucking from the bottom up. So I like to pluck the hair in 3 parts. So I do the left side, the middle as in like the top of my head, and then I do the right side. So I've just done the first part of the left side, or my left, your right, and then I've just parted it. So we'll go again from here. So basically you spray the hair, hold onto the lace as you pluck, and use the tweezers and kind of skip bits as you go upwards. Don't pluck every single hair in a line, leave little gaps in the middle of it, and just pluck sporadically, and that will give you the most natural finish possible. As soon as you've plucked, don't just part the hair, comb it through and make sure that you remove all of those hairs you've already plucked out of the frontal, because this will show you, what it's going to look like at the end and give you a more realistic view of how the hair looks after you started to pluck it. So when you part, try to do this in small sections as well. I found when you go slower, take your time and pluck less each time that you part, you end up with a better result. I can hear my computer, oh my god. Anyway, so again, I'm just doing the same thing, spraying the hair, taking the tweezers and starting from by the ear tabs and moving up towards that center region of the wig, and then just taking the comb, brushing it out, you know the drill. And what's next? We already know what's next. We're going to part the hair again. I may not even part it. Let's see if I do. Yes, I do part it. So I part it one more time. I think this is the last time that I part the hair. I like to comb through the hair I've already done as well when I'm nearing the end, just because sometimes you don't pick up all of the hairs, and keep these really separate so you've got like a clean line and it's easy to pluck. Alright, then go in again with your spray and wet the hair, saturate it as much as you can at the roots, because this will make it easier to pluck the hair and you won't be grabbing on others. So sometimes when you're plucking the hair, if you don't wet it, you can actually kind of tear some of the hair strands, and that never looks good. So don't do that, always wet it. Use the tweezers in that same motion, skip parts, do not stay in one area, because I promise you, you will end up with a bald patch, and that is not cute, especially in a frontal you've not even installed yet. Like there's a part in this frontal on the other side which is kind of pre-plucked, and I can't stand it, so I never ended up parting like this frontal unit on that side, literally because of how the hair lay. But as you can see, this side's looking good now, it's looking laid, but the other side, no. So now I move on to the top, and I like to do it in this way just because it flows a bit better, because I've done wow, my left to right, wow, I've done my left side, so now I know I can do the center. So same thing, spray the hair, pluck it and part it. In terms of the plucking, now I found that the top of this frontal is quite dense, and when you don't have a hot comb like me, it's really hard to lay down the frontal and make it flat until maybe about the 3rd or 4th wear. So just try your best to make it flat. Now, as I said earlier, it's best to go in small sections and take your time. Try your best not to pluck too much, because as you can see, I'd finished plucking the front of this hair, like I'd finished the top, but it wasn't enough and it didn't look like it would blend very easily. So I've gone back in and just repeated the same steps all over again. Now, if the first time I did this I plucked too much, I wouldn't be able to do this, and if I did try to do this, I promise you I'd have a few bald patches in the hair. So it's always best to do the smallest amount as possible, comb through the hair, again part it, wet it, just keep repeating that process because it just makes it look a lot better, okay? I think I'm going to stop talking now until I think of something else that I have to say. Let me think. Yeah, I think that's it from me for now, to be honest with you. Just try not to leave it looking bulky, and if you see any parts that don't look natural, go over it and double check your work. So in this front bit, you can see there are some bits that look bulky. It doesn't look very flush, doesn't look very blended, doesn't look natural. So at the end, I do go back over the center, don't worry. And here I am just doing the other side. So here you go. So this is the end of the video, and I hope that this helped someone. I hope you guys found this useful, and if you did, please like the video and leave a comment in the description. If you have any more ideas for these videos or hair requests or anything like that, please also let me know in the description. And I do have the video where I replaced the frontal with this one, so if you want to see that, let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe. Bye.